Evan Drellick wrote a story about the Savannah Bananas yesterday, and it gave me an opportunity not just to read the article, digest the article, think about the article, but it gave me an opportunity to talk about the Savannah Bananas with you. The Savannah Bananas, that group, that circus, those players in yellow, the owner in the top hat and the tuxedo, the yellow tuxedo, all the fun if you're catch a foul ball, the players out, the golden at bat rule, all the crazy flips and bat flips and front flips and side flips, and it's a fun game. It's an exhibition game. It's the circus. It's the Harlem Globetrotters. Who doesn't love that? Can you imagine if David Stern, as commissioner of the NBA, had ever been asked a question? Hi, David, we're just curious. Do you view the Harlem Globetrotters as your competition? David Stern would have laughed you out of the room, literally, with his right foot. For some reason, there's a narrative out there that the Savannah Bananas may be an issue for Major League Baseball. They may be in competition with Major League Baseball. Obviously, Coca, I'm missing something. Because the Savannah Bananas in no way are competition. But the problem is the owner of the Savannah Bananas has a small problem. One, the owner of the Savannah Bananas is a guy named Jesse Cole. Jesse Cole came out and said, this is all about the fans. We're not here to make $1 billion. We're here for fun. We're here for fans. His slogan is practically, it's definitely not business. It's just pleasure. He actually said, this isn't the Globetrotters. We're building a sport. I have little leaguers reaching out every day that say they want to do a banana ball league. Little leagues are saying, oh, we have an idea. Here's our way to success. Let's be a banana ball league. And you know what? I dig it. But if I'm a parent of a kid who knows how to play baseball, I want my kid to be a professional baseball player. And I want that delusion to last as long as possible. I'm not putting my kid in the circus, but there's other kids who are tumblers. They want to be the trapeze artist. They want to be the 17th clown in the Prius. I get it. Go to clown school. I would be thrilled if there were a little league where kids could do banana ball. Like I'm thrilled when there's theater. I'm thrilled when there's track. I'm thrilled when there's basketball. I'm thrilled when there's all sorts of things that kids can do where they can find their calling. They can find their talent. I don't understand the narrative that you want to tell me the Savannah Bananas are not the Harlem Globetrotters. Is it because they don't win every game? What the Harlem Globetrotters are, I was going to say they're exhibitionists, but then I was thinking people will say, wow, that sounds like OnlyFans. And I'll say, wait, I thought that was voyeurism. But anyway, I digress. The quality of baseball for the Savannah Bananas is not Major League Baseball quality. A AAA team would go out and crush them. A AA team would go out and crush them. It's not about that. And that doesn't make it a bad business. As a matter of fact, they sell out every stadium they go to. They are a touring circus, and Jesse Cole is P.T. Barnum. And I tip my cap to P.T. Barnum because he's the one who reminded me that there's a sucker born every minute. If you're willing to pay money to be entertained and that's what entertains you, then we've got ourselves a deal. And he wants to tell me that this is not about business, but then he wants to tell you that his league is like the UFC and that he views what he's doing as what the UFC did as a counter-programming initiative to boxing. And now the UFC is this billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar business that can sell its rights for $1 billion. I just find it to be interesting. It's like Jerry Jones saying to you, hey, we can't allocate cap to Micah Parsons, $47 million. Forget it. You're changing your tune. You can't tell me the Savannah Bananas are only for the fans and then tell me that you want to be the UFC, because I got a surprise for you. The people running the UFC, you know who you are, DW, don't care about the fans. They care about the business. Hard stop. And I'm fine with that if that's the direction you want to go. It makes perfect sense to me. So this article that Evan Drellick did talks about whether or not MLB views them as a competitor or whether they don't. What would you think that Noah Gardner or Rob Manfred would say when asked, hey, do you think the Savannah Bananas and the fact that they can sell out Yankee Stadium on Saturday, September 13th, whether they can sell out Marlins Park on any day multiple times when the Marlins can't? What is it you think the commissioner is going to say? Oh, yeah, man, they're our competitors and they're kicking our butt. MLB is making all sorts of investments in baseball. They bought into that women's softball league that is run by the erstwhile GM of the Marlins, Kim Ng. They invest in all sorts of things. They invested in minor league baseball. They invest in little league baseball. They invest in companies that make baseballs, that make gloves, make bats, make hats. Would it make sense for them to invest in the Savannah Bananas? When you're asked a question like that, go back to the original thesis that was in your head. Whenever you're asked something, if you can keep your frame of reference steady, then you'll have amazing perspective on the outcome of the issue that you're asked about. Go back to the Globetrotters. Go back to David Stern, the great commissioner of the NBA. When he was asked, and believe me, he was asked whether it was made public or not, whether he wanted or Adam Silver or the NBA wanted to invest in the Harlem Globetrotters, what do you think the answer was? No, thank you. That doesn't serve our investment initiatives. It doesn't match our investment criteria. Being a fan of the Harlem Globetrotters was not directly correlated to going to an NBA game or being a fan of the NBA. It was directly correlated to whether you were buying tickets to Ringling Brothers, Barnum Bailey. It's the same with the Savannah Bananas. Listen, I can't even get a correlation with the World Baseball Classic. We fill up Marlins Park when it's Venezuela against the Dominican Republic. We have our sales team out there. We have booths. We have people talking to the fans. We have the list of the ticket buyers, and we contact them all to buy season tickets for the Marlins. And the flow-through rate, the success rate, was de minimis, practically nothing. That's going to a World Baseball Classic game that has the professional players who they could see with the Marlins or the road teams. You go to season ticket holders, just go to ticket holders of a Savannah Bananas game, and you say to them, hello, we'd like you, Matthew Coca, to become a season ticket holder of the New York Yankees because we see you here at the Bananas game. What do you think? Possible? Nope. Probable? Forget it. Unlikely? At best. Now, do not take this as MLB or even me as being anti-Savannah Banana or not appreciating the entertainment value of it, because I love it. I love anytime people do anything that's fun. Would I book the Savannah Bananas at Marlins Park if I'd still been there? Of course. It's money. But I certainly would not have counted a multiplier of ticket revenue with repeat business. You can have both things be true at once. The Savannah Bananas can be good for baseball. They can be good for Major League Baseball. They can be good for minor league baseball. They can be good for fans of baseball. But that's a subset of what the Savannah Bananas are. What they are is good at entertaining you and getting people who don't like baseball or aren't going to like baseball after, but they like the entertainment of the game that the Bananas play. How can you go wrong when you are being told through sellout crowds that you are entertaining them? You cannot, which is why they're expanding, which is why they're going to keep going, which is why Jesse Cole can say, oh, I'm not about business. Really? Are you sure? I'm almost positive you are.